You're not my dad!
What up, Hope Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again. So I have been putting in a lot of effort into my makeup lately for my vids specifically, because it's like, oh, I want to look like really nice, I want to look really pretty. My vids have been getting like a lot of views. Don't look at like my OSP videos or the short horror film that I watched. Don't look at those views, okay? When we're talking about my views, look at like the meme videos or something. But I was like, oh, my videos have been getting more views lately. I want to make sure I'm looking good, okay? I want to make sure I'm looking schmexy. Ew. I want to make sure I look nice, okay? We'll just scratch that out like I never fucking said it. But I was like, I want to make sure that I look nice, and so I've been putting on lashes. And both times that I've shot and I've been wearing lashes, I'm editing the video and I realize that the fucking inner corner of my lash is just like chilling there, fucking doing its own fucking thing, waving to the fucking audience. And like, I use a lot of glue, guys. I use a lot of lash glue, and like I make sure I put extras on the inner corner, and like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of the men in my audience are like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bitch. So like, when you put on false eyelashes, you use a specific kind of glue, a specific kind of lash glue, and you're supposed to put extra on the inside corner and the outside corner. And I always do that, and somehow on one eye or the other, the inside corner of one is always just popping up to say hello, and it drives me crazy. So if you see me in a video, or have seen me in a video recently, looking a little unkempt in the eyelash area, mind your fucking business, okay? I tried my best. But anyway, I have put my eyelashes on a timeout. We're doing only mascara for the next couple of days until my eyelashes learn how to behave themselves and listen to me like the soulless things that they fucking are. Who's in, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe and sanitized. We are here to watch some Odd1sOut. It's been a minute since we watched any of his videos. I'm super excited. It looks like his art style has somehow gotten even better. I don't know how that's fucking possible, because it was great. And this video is called My Girlfriend is Kinda Odd, and I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you are too. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
You know how when people get into a new relationship, they go through a honeymoon phase?
Yes.
Well, me and my girlfriend went through a is the person I'm dating a deranged murderer phase.
What?
When she first came over to my house, she thought my Nintendo figure collection was something only a psychopath would have.
Oh no.
And she's right. When you've been living alone for so long, sometimes you just need to buy friends and put them on display.
I support
and
that.
sometimes you do this by turning people into lampshades or chairs. Luckily, I just collect hunky reptile figures. Gift doesn't actually think I'm a psychopath anymore, which is good, you know, because I don't want anyone to know the truth. However, early on in our relationship, there were some things I did that she didn't like.
Okay.
Like one time I was unloading the dishwasher and I was putting away the knives, and Gift looked at me all concerned and I asked, "What's the matter, huh? Huh?" I don't know what made her run to the other side of the room like that when I could clearly just throw the knife at her. Yeah, she's kind of stupid. But she definitely got her point across that she didn't like me holding multiple knives and told me to cut it out. But I didn't know if she was a psychopath either, though.
You know, some people will tell you. Some people will tell you. That's too many puns, okay? There's too many puns there. It's never too many puns. Just know that. You and I, we're on the same fucking side.
Because there are definitely some things about her that made me question her sanity. Like how she owns a $2,000 animal mascot costume, but she hates sports. That's weird. One time when I was over at her apartment, I was looking through her freezer, assuming she had bagel bites, and I asked, "Hey babe, where's all the bagel bites?" And there was this plastic grocery bag in there, and she tells me, No, don't look in there. We don't have any bagel bites. You ate them all, remember? But in my mind, all I'm thinking is, hold
What's in
on,
the bag?
what the frick does this chick have in her freezer that she doesn't want me to
dead
see?
bird, right?
A freezer is not a place where you tell someone, don't look in there. You say that about underwear drawers and toilets. That's it. I don't know what we did for the next 10 minutes, because all I was thinking about was how many severed hands were in Gift's
Exactly.
freezer.
Yeah.
But then I thought, okay, maybe I'm overreacting. I optimistically asked, "Hey, babe, are you, perhaps keeping a surprise for me in the freezer?" Like a birthday cake? My birthday's not for another 5 months, but that's the only thing I could think a person would hide in a freezer that wouldn't make them a psychopath. And she said, nope. So what's in there? Don't worry about it. Do you not see how this looks? If the doors weren't locked, I would have been out of there. I wasn't about to lose sleep over this, so I held up the knife I had from the previous joke and said, what's in the freezer? And she went, it's a dead snake. You had a dead snake next to the bagel bites! So fun fact about my GIF, she owns 8 snakes. Apparently she used to own 9. I've learned that snakes are a very low maintenance pet.
And they're so cute. They're so cute. Husband, if you're watching, I would still like a snake for like an anniversary gift maybe, because it's coming up in like a month. Just saying.
You only have to feed them once every 3 years, and if you cut them in half, they turn into 2 snakes. Yeah, so I have no clue how one of her snakes could have died. And another fun fact, snakes lack the part of the brain that feels love. They're physically incapable of showing affection.
No,
so
they
your pet
definitely
hognose
love me.
would sell your soul to Snake Satan for 1 dead mouse. So she already has 8 pets that don't love her, and potentially her boyfriend too if she doesn't get rid of that freezer snake. At least my reptiles aren't dead in a freezer. I immediately start asking questions. Why do you have a dead snake in your freezer? How many other dead animals are in your freezer? What the heck's wrong with you? And she said, I wanted to get him taxidermied, but the person I wanted to have do it was busy. Also, there's dead rats in there for my snakes. Oh, that explains why the bagel bites tasted so funny.
Ew.
What's extremely gross is that the snake is still in there to this day. I don't know how long the snake was in there before, but it's been well over a year since that incident. It's honestly great though, because now she can never complain about the state of my refrigerator. I'll have potatoes that are sprouting more potatoes, grapes that are getting me tipsy, and if she points any of it out, I just respond with, oh, you think my refrigerator's disgusting? Yeah, Medusa? Uh-huh. One time she said, my fridge smells terrible and I don't know why. Really? You can't think of a single reason?
It's in the freezer.
She said, no, I said the fridge smells bad, not the freezer. I said, I will flush your snake down the toilet and give you a swirly. Now that's the sign of true love, kids.
I agree.
But for all I know, she could totally still have severed hands in there. After dealing with the snakesicle situation, there's some other things I've learned from being in a relationship. Apparently, there are rules and etiquettes when eating food, and my girlfriend sure does love and enforce those rules.
Okay.
I was taught, don't put your elbows on the table, close your mouth when you're chewing unless you want to talk to someone, and make sure you eat something green every once in a while. But according to her, there's more than that. Like, did you know that bagel bites aren't a part of a balanced diet? We were at a restaurant.
Is this the part of the story where I admit that I still have not had bagel bites? Since the last time I talked to you guys about eating bagel bites, I have still never eaten bagel bites. Are they that good? Am I missing something? I don't really eat a lot of frozen food anymore. And back when I was eating a bunch of frozen food because like that's all my family fucking cooked was frozen food, frozen lasagna, frozen dinners, all of that. Bagel bites were never on the list. So like, am I missing out? Do I need to make Chavez go and buy me some bagel bites like right now? I need to know. Tell me.
One time, pre-COVID, and when we got our food, Gift took a napkin and put it on her lap and told me to do that as well because you're supposed to do that in a society. I looked around the restaurant and said, but no one else has a napkin on their laps. And she said, that's because you wanted to eat at a Denny's. I didn't know why she was such a stickler for table manners until I went to her family's place for Thanksgiving and I stepped inside and saw 2 sets of staircases in their house.
Oh,
and it all made sense. Oh, they're fancy.
Yeah.
And collect staircases. Going to my girlfriend's home for Thanksgiving was the first time I met a partner's parents, and I tried really, really hard to get them to like me. Because I'm kissing their firstborn child. I'm in the house, Dad's watching sports. I love sports, I lied. Mom's working on a puzzle. I love puzzles. They used to call me the Puzzle King in high school.
Did they?
Her brother's playing Mario Odyssey. I love Mario. Oh, wait, I don't have to impress you. You suck at this game. In an effort to get them to like me more, I brought a gift for Gift's family. I got them a little baby cactus because it's small and prickly and doesn't like to be touched. Just like her. Ooh, ow, babe, no, babe, it was a joke, babe, I'm sorry! Gift's Thanksgiving meal was the polar opposite of my family's Thanksgiving. My family does Thanksgiving with 2 other families, and they all come together with mashed potatoes, and everyone gets in a line with paper plates, and we all have one big mashed potato potluck. Then I sit at the kids' table to avoid talking about politics.
Smart.
Gift's family used real plates and had candles, and everyone puts a napkin on their lap. I felt like Shrek at Fiona's castle. They had 3 forks of various sizes, but I still wanted them to like me, so I wasn't about to point out that it made no sense to use 3 different forks to eat a meal. This must be why Gif is so afraid of knives. All these cutlery options are bringing up childhood traumas of going up all the stairs. But Gif's family was so fancy that I actually didn't even meet them on Thanksgiving. My memory just filled in that we were having a Thanksgiving meal.
Oh my God.
Gif read this script and was like, "You know you didn't meet them on Thanksgiving, right? That was just a regular Tuesday brunch. That wasn't even a meal to be thankful for? Why'd we talk about politics so much?"
Oh my
One of the
God.
big political debates we have is that Gif tells me I wear dad socks.
What are dad
But I don't think she understands my genius. You see, if I buy and wear the same pair of socks for the rest of my life, I'll never have to worry about matching socks ever again. So I've already picked out the socks that I'm going to be wearing at my funeral.
support
And
that.
as we were wrapping up our non-thankful meal, I got up from the table and Gif's dad said, "Hey, I have those socks." So I guess she's right about some things. And her dad totally likes me now.
Good.
In the end, as long as I make Gif happy, then I know her parents will like me, no matter what socks I wear. And as long as you're with someone who makes you a happier person,
How cute.
then they're a good partner too. Even if they refuse to throw away the dead snake they've had in
Why
their
did you
freezer for
draw
almost
it like
3 years.
that? That was so cute. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that James has found... Yeah, James. I don't know why my brain farted for a second there. I'm so glad that James has found somebody that makes him happy, and it's just like a really good and fulfilling relationship. I support her in saying that you need to put napkins on your lap, not for any like fancy reason, like, oh, this is what you do in a civilized society. Nothing like that. Okay, I am just personally a really messy eater. If I could have 2 napkins, please, one for my lap and one that I can wear as just a fucking bib, okay? Because it never fails when I'm eating out at and it only happens at the fancy restaurants, when I'm eating out at a fancy restaurant, that I drop something just directly in the middle of my titties, you know? And it's never when I'm wearing like a cute shirt like this that can kind of cover it up because there's something going. No, I'm typically wearing like a pastel or something. And then I have to walk around the rest of the night with a fucking steak sauce stain on my titty, you know? It's just not conducive to feeling like you look nice when every time you go to the bathroom and look in the mirror, there's just a big blotch. And that also goes for pants. So put the napkin in your laps, kids. Do that part. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave your reaction requests and recommendations down in the comments below. And other than that, peace out, Ho Biscuits. It's Skittin' Lit.